Te Pāti Māori is refusing to face Parliament's Powerful Privileges Committee tomorrow over its treaty bill protest haka. The party says they fear they won't get a fair hearing after the committee denied several legal rights, including their request to appear together. Here's senior political correspondent Jenna Lynch.
The haka that travelled the globe and landed Te Pāti Māori in parliamentary punishment territory. Hana-Rāwhiti Maipi Clark, along with co-leaders Debbie Ngarewa-Packer and Hana-Rāwhiti, were called to attend a Privileges Committee hearing tomorrow, effectively Parliament's courtroom.
The House is suspended until the ringing of the bells.
But today, the party announced they will not appear.
No, we don't believe, because we're not going to be at the meeting because they've denied us our counsel.
Te Pāti Māori argues their fundamental rights have been breached as the committee denied the party's request for a joint hearing for all three MPs at the same time. They'd refused to hear from a tikanga Māori expert, undermining their defence, and would not accommodate a date to ensure their chosen counsel, former Attorney General Chris Finlayson, could attend.
A kangaroo court is how I see it.
Well, that's absolute drivel as an excuse.
If they want to stand up in the House and speak and have the privileges of an MP, they should be able to appear at Privileges Committee when required. Everyone else plays by the rules. At some point, people need to ask, why does Te Pāti Māori think that different rules apply to them?
Then we needed to know that we were not going to be walking into a predetermined decision. They've denied us the ability for fair justice.
Discuss what's in front of a Privileges Committee. In fact, that would be, in fact, I think itself a breach of privilege.
Te Pāti Māori also argues the Parliament's youngest MP is facing double jeopardy as she's already been censured by the House.
A double jeopardy situation going on here.
Yep.
Hannah was stood down on the day she was named and now has been recalled back.
And suspended.
This is politicising the fact that we stood up for our people.
The Privileges Committee does have the power to summons. It's enforceable by this man carrying the golden mace, the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Will you send the Sergeant-at-Arms to get them?
This research, Minister...
To be quite honest, I'm not too worried about consequences.
Do you know what the consequences are for refusing to show up to a hearing?
We'll soon find out.
Te Pāti Māori labelling the government extremist in their treatment of them and swinging in to defend Green MP Benjamin Doyle.
We have a government that is full of extremists and transphobia. And what we've got, sadly, is that permeating down into every action that happens here in the House.
What we are talking about here is a far-right, coordinated attack on a member of the rainbow community based purely on some social media content that has been private social media content that has been taken completely out of context.
The Greens see no issue with Benjamin Doyle's social media posts on their alternative account Bible Belt Bussy, which use language that could be interpreted as sexually explicit, along with photos of the MP's child, which we've chosen not to show to protect their identity.
I am aware that people will feel unfamiliar with the way that social media content and language is used.
Winston Peters doubling down.
Why don't she deal with the problem? Show us the 52 of those posts and explain what they're all about.
Doyle will not be returning to work this week.
Since yesterday, the threats have ramped up even more so.
Now they're in excuse mode and trying to blame everybody else. They should refer those to the police.
Are the police investigating any of those threats?
We're working through parliamentary security, and it is them who work with other organisations.
Oh, they work with parliamentary security. I'm sorry. If it was serious, you'd tell the police, wouldn't you? So I'm beginning to think this is a make-up story.
Parliamentary security has told us that they will be referring things to the police as appropriate, and we're trusting and working with them on their judgment.
The Greens have not yet confirmed whether any threats have officially been referred to police.